Sam, when did you know that your voice, that you had the money voice? At what age did you say this? Gotta be on the silver screen?
Not until I started getting paid for it, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I've always kind of, I was involved in singing and choirs and vocal ensembles since I was a little kid, and all the way through school and high school and college, and so I think I developed it. I think a lot of it's genetics.
Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tipping our hats to the legendary Sam Elliott. From his iconic cowboy lifestyle to his impressive earnings and the latest buzz you don't want to miss. If you love Hollywood legends and timeless cool, smash that like button and hit subscribe for more star-studded stories. Let's right into it. Early life. Born Samuel Pack Elliott on August 9, 1944 in Sacramento, California, Sam Elliott grew up surrounded by the quiet, rugged landscapes that would one day mirror the stoic characters he would come to embody on screen. His father, Henry Nelson Elliott, was a strict and practical man who worked for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, while his mother, Glynn Mamie, was a high school teacher and driving force behind his early interest in the arts. Raised in a disciplined but nurturing household, Elliott spent much of his early childhood in Northeast Portland, Oregon, where his family relocated when he was young. The Elliott household valued hard work and self-reliance, traits that would deeply shape Sam's personality and approach to life. His father was skeptical of Sam's early interest in acting, believing it to be an unrealistic pursuit, which only fueled Sam's determination to prove himself. Despite the friction, his mother was a constant supporter, encouraging his creative ambitions and introducing him to literature and storytelling at an early age. Her influence was a powerful counterbalance to his father's stern pragmatism, giving Sam both the toughness and sensitivity that would later define his most iconic roles. As a teenager, Elliott was drawn to athletics and the outdoors. He participated in sports and was known among his peers for his tall frame and deep voice, qualities that hinted at his future on-screen presence. But beyond his physicality, Sam had a passion for film and theater that quietly grew over the years. He found himself captivated by the westerns and war films of the era, genres that spoke to the values of grit, honor, and solitude that resonated with him. These early cinematic experiences planted the seeds of his future career, even as he initially followed a more conventional path. After high school, Elliott enrolled at the University of Oregon, intending to study English and psychology. However, after a short time, he left college and returned to Portland, where he became involved with local theater productions while working construction jobs to support himself. One pivotal moment came when he was cast in a production of Guys and Dolls at the Portland Community College. The performance garnered praise, and a local newspaper declared that he should become a professional actor. That encouragement, coupled with his growing discontent with conventional career paths, solidified his decision to pursue acting more seriously. Eventually, Elliott moved to Los Angeles, where he studied acting at the Columbia College of Hollywood and worked as a part-time building tradesman while attending auditions. His rugged good looks and distinctive baritone voice quickly set him apart, but it was the quiet intensity and authenticity he brought to every role that began to draw attention. During these early years in Los Angeles, he forged lasting relationships with mentors and peers in the theater and film communities who helped guide his career, providing both opportunities and encouragement in an industry known for its unpredictability. Sam Elliott's early life was marked by a blend of parental influence, internal drive, and a deep-rooted appreciation for storytelling. His upbringing in a family that valued strength and perseverance, along with his exposure to classic American cinema and early theater work, helped lay the foundation for a career defined by authenticity, restraint, and timeless appeal. Career and success. Sam Elliott's career is a testament to perseverance, craftsmanship, and an enduring screen presence that defies trends and time. After his early years of working small parts and supporting roles, Elliott's breakthrough came in the 1970s when he began to earn steady work in film and television, often cast in westerns and military roles that suited his rugged looks and commanding voice. His first significant appearance came in the television miniseries Once an Eagle, 1976, but it was his performance as Doug Robert in the hit series Mission Impossible that helped him build recognition. Throughout the 1970s and early 1980s, Elliott continued to hone his craft in a variety of television roles, developing a reputation as a reliable, understated actor with a magnetic on-screen presence. His career took a pivotal turn in 1985 when he starred opposite Cher in Mask, portraying a biker with a soft heart. The role showcased a deeper emotional range than audiences had previously seen from him, and it marked Elliott's transition from niche Western actor to a broader, more dynamic performer. This shift allowed him to take on more diverse characters, yet he never strayed far from the Western genre that had defined his early image. In fact, it was roles like Virgil Earp in Tombstone, 1993, and General John Buford in Gettysburg, 1993, that firmly cemented his place in the pantheon of great American character actors. Perhaps Elliott's most iconic and culturally resonant role came in 1998 as the Stranger in the Coen brothers' cult classic The Big Lebowski. Though a relatively brief appearance, Elliott's narration and serene, cowboy philosopher demeanor became one of the film's most memorable elements, reinforcing his status as a voice of authenticity and Americana. That same distinctive voice would later become a defining asset, leading to a prolific career in voiceover work for commercials, documentaries, and animated films, including The Good Dinosaur and Family Guy. As Elliott moved into the 2000s and 2010s, he continued to embrace complex roles in both film and television, often exploring characters that blended his signature stoicism with vulnerability. A major career resurgence came in 2015 when he joined the cast of Netflix's The Ranch, playing a gruff father opposite Ashton Kutcher. The show introduced Elliott to a new generation of viewers and further proved his ability to adapt across genres and audiences. One of the crowning achievements of Elliott's career came with his critically acclaimed performance as Bobby Maine, the older brother and mentor to Bradley Cooper's character in A Star is Born, 2018. The role earned him his first Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor, as well as widespread praise for his raw, emotional depth. It was a moment that both honored his decades-long career and introduced him as a force to be reckoned with in serious dramatic cinema. Throughout his journey, Elliott has remained a distinctive figure in Hollywood, one who never conformed to industry flash or formula. He has collaborated with some of the industry's most respected names, including Peter Bogdanovich, the Coen brothers, and Ang Lee, contributing to films that span drama, comedy, and action. In addition to his Oscar nomination, he has received numerous accolades, including a National Board of Review Award and a Screen Actors Guild Award nomination. Beyond acting, Elliott's financial success has been bolstered by voiceover work for major brands like Dodge and Coors, turning his voice into a trusted and iconic hallmark of Americana. His career has evolved from silent strength on the screen to a cultural symbol of rugged integrity and emotional depth, making him not only a celebrated actor, but a lasting influence on American film and television. Income and net worth. Sam Elliott's financial success is a reflection of a long, steady, and respected career in Hollywood, characterized by consistency, versatility, and an iconic presence that has remained relevant across generations. As of recent estimates, Elliott's net worth ranges between $20 million and $25 million, with his wealth stemming from decades of work in film, television, voiceover, and commercial advertising. Unlike many of his contemporaries who rose to fame through flashy blockbusters or headline-making roles, Elliott built his fortune through a slower-burning but highly dependable path. His film and television roles, though often supporting, have spanned across high-profile projects that continue to pay dividends through syndication, residuals, and streaming royalties. Performances in Tombstone, The Big Lebowski, The Ranch, and A Star is Born not only solidified his cultural standing, but also contributed significantly to his earnings over the years. A substantial portion of Elliott's income comes from voiceover work, a niche he dominates thanks to his distinctive, deep baritone voice. He has voiced national commercials for brands like Dodge Ram trucks, Coors Banquet Beer, and Smokey Bear, with some campaigns running for over a decade. These long-term endorsements have brought in millions, and are often cited as a major factor in maintaining his high income, especially during periods when he wasn't as active on screen. In contrast to some celebrities who diversify heavily into side businesses, Elliott's income remains largely centered around his craft. He has consistently focused on quality roles and selective projects, which has helped him maintain both his integrity and long-term financial stability. Elliott's net worth may not top the lists of Hollywood's richest stars, but it reflects a career built on respect, longevity, and consistency. His ability to stay relevant and in demand, especially in voice work and prestige projects, continues to ensure a solid stream of income, making him a model of quiet, enduring financial success in the entertainment industry. Lifestyle insights. Beyond his steady stream of acting roles and unmistakable voice work, Sam Elliott lives a life deeply rooted in simplicity, authenticity, and a quiet connection to the things he values most. Unlike many of his Hollywood peers, Elliott shuns the spotlight outside of his professional life, preferring a down-to-earth lifestyle that mirrors the stoic, grounded characters he often portrays. His off-screen world is defined by a love for the outdoors, a deep appreciation for the Western lifestyle, and a commitment to family and tradition. One of Elliott's most cherished pastimes is spending time in nature. Whether it's horseback riding, hiking, or simply working around his property, Elliott thrives in wide-open spaces, a reflection of his Oregon roots and lifelong affinity for the rugged terrain of the American West. Elliott is also known for his minimalist personal style, one that aligns closely with his on-screen image. Often spotted in denim, cowboy boots, and classic button-downs, he rarely veers into fashion trends, opting instead for timeless pieces that represent his no-nonsense personality. His signature mustache has become an iconic part of his look, further contributing to his status as a symbol of old-school masculinity and quiet strength. Outside of acting, Elliott has a strong appreciation for classic American culture, particularly old Western films and literature. He's spoken in interviews about his admiration for historical storytelling and the moral clarity found in Western narratives. These interests not only shape the roles he chooses, but also influence how he lives, honoring traditions, respecting hard work, and maintaining a sense of personal integrity. Though intensely private, Elliott has been involved in various philanthropic efforts, particularly those supporting veterans, firefighters, and Western heritage organizations. He has lent his voice to public service campaigns, including the long-running Only You Can Prevent Wildfires campaign as Smokey Bear. His contributions often come without fanfare, consistent with his understated public persona. In terms of controversy, Elliott has largely avoided major scandals throughout his career. However, in 2022, he faced criticism after making dismissive comments about the film The Power of the Dog, which many interpreted as homophobic. Following public backlash, Elliott issued a sincere apology, stating that he had misspoken and expressing regret for the offense his words caused. The moment was a rare public misstep in an otherwise controversy-free career, but Elliott's willingness to own his mistake and apologize reflected the same humility and self-awareness that have long defined him. In his downtime, Elliott enjoys simple pleasures, reading, watching old films, and spending time with animals. Ultimately, Sam Elliott's lifestyle is a seamless extension of his screen presence, low-key, strong, and deeply principled. His choices reflect a man who values authenticity over excess, tradition over trend, and solitude over celebrity. It's this consistency of character, both on and off screen, that has made Elliott not just a beloved actor but a cultural icon whose way of life continues to inspire admiration and respect across. Relationships and personal life. Just as Sam Elliott's lifestyle reflects a deep sense of authenticity and tradition, so too do the relationships that have shaped his life, quiet, enduring, and deeply personal. At the heart of Elliott's story is his long-standing marriage to actress Katharine Ross, a relationship that stands out in Hollywood for its resilience and longevity. The couple met on the set of the 1978 horror film The Legacy and married in 1984. While Elliott had admired Ross from afar years earlier during her breakout performance in Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid, The Legacy marked their first opportunity to work together. and ultimately became the foundation for a lasting partnership. Their relationship has been a defining aspect of Elliott's life, both personally and professionally. Despite the pressures of Hollywood, Elliott and Ross have maintained a low-profile and private marriage, favoring a life away from the public eye. They share a deep connection rooted in mutual respect, artistic understanding, and a shared love of the outdoors. Together, they raised a daughter, Cleo Rose Elliott, who has carved out her own path as a musician and model. Although their relationship has experienced ups and downs, as public court filings once revealed tension between Cleo and her mother, the family has largely kept their personal matters private, with Sam remaining a quiet but steady presence. Over the years, as with many celebrities, rumors have occasionally swirled around Elliott's personal life, including speculation about alleged infidelity in his younger days. Recently, Elliott addressed these long-standing rumors in an interview, setting the record straight. He firmly stated that he has always been committed to his wife and that any talk of past cheating was unfounded. "I've never stepped out on Catherine," he said plainly. "I married the woman I love, and I've never had any reason to look elsewhere. I have no plans to leave her. Never did." The statement was classic Sam Elliott, honest, no nonsense, and rooted in the values that have guided his life. Beyond his immediate family, Elliott's relationship with his late parents, particularly his father, had a profound impact on the man he would become. While Sam has openly discussed the fact that his father initially disapproved of his decision to become an actor, describing it as a pipe dream, the tension only deepened Elliott's resolve to succeed. Tragically, his father passed away before Elliott's career took off, a loss that continues to echo in Sam's reflections on his life and success. That early challenge ultimately became a driving force, shaping his sense of determination and his quiet, hard-working ethos. Professionally, Elliott has forged strong bonds with directors, co-stars, and collaborators, often working multiple times with those he trusts. His career-long loyalty is especially evident in the Western genre community, where his dedication to authenticity and respect for the craft have earned him admiration. Actors such as Jeff Bridges, Bradley Cooper, and Catherine Ross herself have praised Elliott for his professionalism and deep emotional intelligence on set. His friendship with Bradley Cooper, in particular, blossomed during the making of A Star is Born, 2018, a role that earned Elliott his first Academy Award nomination and exposed a broader audience to his dramatic range. Cooper later credited Elliott with anchoring the emotional tone of the film, calling him the soul of the movie. Elliott's enduring friendships often stem from a shared respect for storytelling and authenticity. He's never been part of a loud Hollywood clique, but rather a man who builds quiet, lasting connections based on integrity and trust. His respect for tradition and legacy also extends into his industry relationships. He often speaks with reverence about the older generation of actors who shaped his view of the craft, and he carries that legacy forward in his work and demeanor. In every relationship, be it romantic, familial, or professional, Sam Elliott exudes a sense of loyalty, humility, and steadiness. He's not known for chasing headlines or courting controversy, but rather for nurturing meaningful bonds that reflect his deep-rooted values. These connections offer insight into Elliott's character, a man who values substance over spectacle, depth over drama, and who has built a life of quiet strength surrounded by those who respect and reflect that same ethos. Real estate. As we've explored the enduring relationships that have shaped Sam Elliott's life, it's equally revealing to examine the spaces he calls home. His real estate choices reflect a man who values authenticity, privacy, and a deep connection to the land, qualities that mirror his on-screen persona and personal ethos. Elliott and his wife, Catherine Ross, have long resided in a charming seaside ranch in Malibu, California, which they purchased in the 1970s. Situated on approximately 2.6 acres, the 3,860-square-foot home features 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. The property exudes a rustic elegance, with natural wood interiors, stone fireplaces, and exposed wooden beams that create a warm and inviting atmosphere. The home's design emphasizes comfort and simplicity over opulence. Large windows offer stunning views of the surrounding mountains and coastline, while the open-concept layout fosters a sense of spaciousness and tranquility. The couple has curated the interior with Western-style decor, antique furnishings, and personal mementos that reflect their shared appreciation for tradition and storytelling. Over the years, the property's value has appreciated significantly, with estimates ranging from $6 million to $10 million. Beyond California, Elliott and Ross own a sprawling 200-acre ranch in Harrisburg, nestled in Oregon's picturesque Willamette Valley. Acquired in the mid-1990s, this property serves as a tranquil escape from the hustle and bustle of Hollywood. The ranch embodies Elliott's deep-rooted connection to Oregon, a state he has cherished since his youth. The Oregon ranch offers a serene environment where the couple can immerse themselves in nature, far removed from the public eye. Elliott has expressed a desire to eventually settle there full-time, drawn by the region's natural beauty and the sense of peace it provides. In addition to their Malibu and Harrisburg properties, Elliott owns his childhood home in Northeast Portland, Oregon. Built in 1902, the house became his after his mother's passing in 2012. This residence holds sentimental value, serving as a tangible link to his early life and family history. Sam Elliott's real estate portfolio is a testament to his character, eschewing extravagance in favor of authenticity and a profound connection to place. Each property, from the rustic Malibu retreat to the expansive Oregon ranch and his cherished childhood home, tells a story of a man grounded in his values, appreciative of his roots, and seeking solace in the natural world. Cars and vehicles. Just as Sam Elliott's homes reflect a grounded, authentic lifestyle, so too does his taste in vehicles. His relationship with cars has always been more about function and character than flash, an extension of his rugged image and no-nonsense approach to life. In his early days, long before fame found him, Elliott drove modest vehicles that got the job done. One of his first cars was a well-worn pickup truck, practical, tough, and reliable. Much like the roles he would later become famous for, his early rides were built for endurance rather than show. A perfect match for a young man trying to make it in Hollywood while staying true to his Western roots. As his career evolved, so did his cars, though Elliott never strayed far from his down-to-earth preferences. Instead of exotic sports cars or custom-built luxury rides, he gravitated toward classic American vehicles, particularly vintage trucks and SUVs. He's been known to favor older Ford and Chevy pickups, vehicles that carry a certain Americana charm, and speak to his love of wide-open spaces and old-school craftsmanship. While not much is known about a massive personal collection, Sam has expressed his fondness for well-built, reliable vehicles that feel as timeless as his own persona. He's also been spotted behind the wheel of a vintage Dodge Power Wagon, a robust, iconic truck that perfectly matches his voice, style, and cowboy spirit. In terms of transportation today, Elliott keeps it simple. There's no fleet of Lamborghinis or private jets. He reportedly prefers to drive himself whenever possible, especially when at his Oregon ranch where getting around means something reliable with four-wheel drive and mud on the tires. Sam Elliott's vehicle choices reflect the man himself, practical, classic, and proudly American. They may not turn heads in Beverly Hills, but they make perfect sense for someone who's spent a lifetime steering his own path, both on the road and in life. What surprised you most about Sam Elliott's journey? Drop a comment below. If you liked this video, check out the ones on your screen now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.